it's SheRa. Welcome back to my channel. So, on my booktube, which I have a booktube, if you like books, go follow me. It's called The Witchy Reader. Every so often I do book reviews. I mean, it's not my favorite video to do, but I don't dislike it, so I do it every so often. I would just do a quick review of a book with my thoughts on it. I'm trying to find a way to make them quicker because I think they're too long. But yeah, and I thought, why not, if I watch a new show or movie, why don't I just do a review of that this way? And I'm like, oh, that's genius, how come I didn't think of that before? So that's what I'm going to do. So I just recently watched, and I'm already rewatching it. I mean, I got obsessed with it, but this time around my sister's watching it because I got her into it. I suggested it, and then she fell in love with it. So I'm rewatching it while she watches it for the first time. And we just finished season 1 yesterday. And there's 5 seasons, but it's Netflix original, so it's not like the seasons are that long. But it's SheRa and the Princesses of Power. I mean, I only heard of it recently, really. And I saw it on Miss Mojo when they were doing a top 10, and I was like, maybe I'll give it a try. And I fell in love with it. And I just thought, hey, why not? I want to do a whole video where I talk about it. So that's why we're here. So SheRa and the Princesses of Power. My mom, when she found out I was watching it, said that there was actually an original one that was made in the 80s. And she had a brother named He-Man. And I was like, I did not know that. I never even heard of SheRa until recently, but I have no desire to watch the original. I just really loved this one. And so I loved it. My favorite character is Bo. I love Bo. He's just so funny. He's so sweet and caring, and I just love him so much. And my favorite couple is Bo and Glimmer. They're so underrated. Adora and Catra would be second, and Trapta and Hordak third. Natasa and what's her name? Spinnerella fourth, and then Mermista and Seahawk fifth. But I love Bo and Glimmer. I feel like they're so underrated. Don't get me wrong, Adora and Catra is amazing, but I love Bo and Glimmer. I love how they were best friends for so long and how they were always there for each other. And I ship it so much, and they're so underrated. And I feel like Bo himself is so underrated. He's just amazing. I love him so much. But yeah, so I'm not sure they're making a 6th season. I thought I read something about it, but then other people were saying how that's the finale. I'm like, so are they or are they not? So if you know if they are making a finale or not, leave a comment down below. I would love to know for sure if they really are making another season, because they did kind of leave it off for the potential, because they were talking about like one more adventure and stuff, so they left it off for the potential of another season. So I hope they do make another season. But yeah, so out of the other princesses, not the main ones, Adora and Glimmer, there's Mermista, Entrapta, Frosta, Scorpia is technically a princess, and Perfuma. And oh yeah, Scorpia and Perfuma is on my list too of couples I like. I don't know if they're above or below Mermista and Seahawk, to be honest. It might be kind of a tie. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere with this. I always get off track somehow. I was talking about the other princesses. So, out of those princesses, my favorite, I think, is Entrapta, just because she's so weird, and I love it. And I love how excited she gets around tech. That's how I get about books or bears or my books that I write, or writing in general. You know, those witchy things, those are the things I get really excited over. Especially my writing. My mom says whenever I talk about my writing, my eyes glow, and I'm like, okay then. So I just love to see someone who gets really excited over their passion the way I do, and I guess I relate to her, you know, and in that aspect. And I don't relate to her in the fact that she's like a genius, because I'm so not. But I relate to the fact that she gets so excited and starts talking a lot and gets all hyper when she is talking about something she's passionate about, and I love it. I don't think you see that enough, honestly. But anyways, there were 5 seasons. First, fourth, and fifth had 13 episodes. Second had 2 episodes. Third had 6. And both dads, I also really like them. What I like about them is that their relationship is just so natural, you know, and it's like you could tell how much they loved each other without expressing it all too much, or even kissing, you know, like that one place where one of his dads, I don't remember his dad's names, was talking by the fireplace, and he was upset, so the other dad walked over and grabbed his hand and kissed his hand, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. That was such a cute moment. And I really do love that episode. I just love how you find out about Bo's past a little bit, about his dad's, and how he's been lying to them because they didn't want to hear who he really is, that he loves to fight, that he wants to save people and help the rebellion. And Glimmer got all upset because she was like, how do I know if I know you at all? And he was like, you know me better than them, because it's them I'm lying to, it's them I'm hiding myself from. Like I said, I ship them a lot. But yeah, Glimmer did get a little bit annoying once she was crowned queen. I get it, you know, she all of a sudden had all these responsibilities because her mom died so suddenly, and she had all these responsibilities, this and that, and but still, and then how it's funny because she kind of became a little bit more like her mom. I mean, her mom's Angela had told Adora right before she died that she was a coward because she always let other people fight and she always stayed in the back burner. Glimmer wasn't like that. She still wanted to fight, but it's like she wanted everything done her way, I guess, and she wouldn't listen to her friends telling her that something isn't right, and because she wanted to do that whole thing that Light Hope was trying to do so they would get ahead of the Horde, but Adora and Bo kept telling her that no, you know, it's not right, this isn't good. It's really dangerous, it could destroy everything and everyone, but she didn't want to hear it. It wasn't her idea, so she didn't want to hear it, which was really annoying me. But that was just in season 4, because in season 5 she got better. She realized her mistakes, and I loved her trying to make it up to Bo, because Bo was so bad at him, yet he was just, it's like, I love what Adora told Glimmer. I can't speak. She said that he was so worried about her and focused on getting her back, like that's all he cared about, because Glimmer was his best friend, and he never really had a chance to deal with the fact that he was mad at her for what she did. And I just loved watching her try to get close to Bo and him pushing her away because he was mad. And then I love what she tells him about I'm not going to stop, you know, trying to make this right. I know I made a mistake, but you're my best friend, and I don't care how long it takes, but I will fix this, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what she said, but Bo just turns to her and with a smile, he's like, okay. It was just so sweet. And after that, they seemed to be pretty cool. But the storylines of each season was really good. I love the final fights in each season because I think each season had a final fight. I love at the end of season 1 when the princesses showed up just as the Horde was losing. And I loved when Adora and Catra were fighting and Adora realizes that they were losing because she was so focused on Catra, because Catra was distracting her, and Catra was like, "This was never about you, Adora." And what did I think of? You might not have thought of it, depends if you've seen the show, but the first thing I thought of was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because at the end of season 2, Buffy was fighting Angel, and his vampires were attacking her friends just as, and they were, and Kendra died, Willow ended up in a coma, Xander ended up with a broken arm, Giles ended up kidnapped, and it was funny because Angel started laughing when he knew that it was over. He was like, you, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he basically said what Catra said. He was like, you thought this was about you, and he was like, this was never about you. And she immediately knew what he meant, so she ran. And that scene was so sad too, because it started having her run in slow motion as Whistler was talking, and then she ran into the library to see that it's a mess, and she immediately, the only person she saw was Kendra, because Cordelia had ran, and Xander and Giles was gone. Xander and Willow were more in the back, hurt, injured, unconscious, whatever. But so she ran to Kendra, and yeah, so it was a really emotional scene. Moving on back, but it just made me think of that. But yeah, but the storylines of each season was so good, and I don't think there was an episode I didn't like or anything. Sure, there's episodes I like more than others, but it was just so good all in all. And the friendships, I loved. I love the best friend squad. Definitely, I absolutely loved it. I loved the friendship between the princesses as well. The best friend squad is obviously superior, and I just love how they're always there for each other, and how they did fight, especially near the end of season 4. They fought and stuff, but they always managed to get better, and I love the friendship between Glimmer and Bo, and yes, I ship them, but I love their friendship as well, and I love how the friendship turned to something more, and I loved Dora and Bo's friendship too. He was just always there for her. I like what he told her near the beginning of season 5, how she was like, "You're not alone, you never were," and that was really sweet. Characters were really good. I don't think there's a character I don't like, or at least not hate. I don't like the Horde Prime person, obviously. And I did have a little issues with Glimmer in season 4, but all in all, I do like her character. Frosta, I had a little issues with at the beginning, but she got better, so I like her. Catra I had mixed feelings about, to be honest, throughout the series. I don't think I fully liked her until season 5, but she did have her moments throughout. But yeah, and then I like the twist about King Micah being alive, and it was so sad that they didn't find out until just after Angela had died. He didn't even get to see her again, and she never got to find out that he was alive. And it took forever for Glimmer and him to reunite, because just as they save him, she gets kidnapped, and then when she does come back, he's all mind controlled. It was a bumpy ride for sure. Shadow Weaver. That's a character I don't like. Even though she does sacrifice herself, but she still played mind games with Adora and Catra and treated them like crap their entire lives growing up, especially Catra. And yeah, so she put them through some serious crap, and yeah, I don't like her. Ships. I told you, Scorpia and Perfuma. I like Marista and Seahawk, Trapta and Hordak. Natasha and Spinnerella, their relationship is so subtle, and you don't even get to see it as much until season 4, I think. I think it would have been season 5. Yeah, it was when Glimmer was kidnapped and they all had that whole little campsite. That's when you guys see their relationship more. But they were just so cute and subtle, and I loved it. I was here for it. And then there's Adora and Catra. Obviously, they're really cute. But then Boa and Glimmer are superior to all of the ships. They were just so cute. Best friends to lovers. I was here for it, and I was like, oh my gosh, so adorable. I love it, and I love you guys, and I love Bo. I'm obsessed. But yeah, I absolutely loved SheRa and the Princesses of Power, and I definitely highly recommend it to anyone who likes animated stuff. Not anime, it's not anime. I don't like anime, but animated stuff. And there's a lot of lesbian couples and a gay couple, so definitely if you're into a lot of that, then there's that for sure. What else? Magic, obviously, fighting, good versus evil kind of thing. A huge war, two sides of a war, and friendships getting split up because of the war and stuff. So I definitely recommend it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's all. Please like and subscribe and comment if you've seen it, if you like it, if you want to see it, if you haven't heard of it. Well, now you have, and if you, just watch it. And yeah, so that's it, and we'll talk later.